Hello again, Votoms fans and Converge fans. I'm mixing the best of both worlds today. I really like Votoms. I haven't seen the Votoms that actually shows this robot, though. I've only seen the first series. But I've been collecting these Gundam Converges, and it turns out Bandai has made Converges of the Votoms series. So I managed to get this, the Bloodsucker. Okay, let's see here. Sunrise owns Votoms. There, 2016 is when this thing came out. Nice promo picture there. Nice detailed pictures there. Okay, not much else to see, I guess. You can see a bunch of other toys. I do have a 1/35th scale, more realistic looking one. So these things come with a piece of gum. Seems like a waste. I don't know. Who's buying these things for the gum, right? Just make the thing cheaper and lose the gum. Okay. Darn it. Well, back in the day of 2016, they had these weird bases that attach to the back of the legs, but then they cover up the legs, so they're pretty much kind of silly. But pleasantly, the robots usually have big feet, or these Converge figures usually have big feet, so they don't even need to stand in the first place. Alright, so yeah, if you see here, the feet are supposed to rest in this recess. But look, I mean, who wants to have this giant, ugly plastic thing hanging off the back, right? And look, it stands on its own perfectly fine, so it seems like a waste of money and plastic to have those bases. Alright, let's go over this thing without the arms and all that stuff. We can see more details as I build it. Wow, this thing's really neat. Really deformed, of course, but it's got nice tampo printing. And then we got some red paint, some silver paint in there. And then it's got a clear, translucent, domed eye. So that's nice. And then metallic red here, or maybe it's silver with a translucent red over it. And then a tiny bit of metallic green in the middle of that. So that is really neat. A lot of paint apps going on. But I guess because the rest of it is almost all black. Although right here I think there might be some silver, yeah, in the back of the knee. And then these little spikes that go into the ground, these are like a... yeah, I'd say they're gray. For a moment I thought they were blue. Not sure what your monitor is going to show. I also don't know if they spin. I don't feel like they... I think they're glued in place. Oh, and here these would be wheels on the real thing. Yeah, they're the same here. And they're painted kind of like a greenish gray, if I had to put a color name to it. Backpack area thing. Here is a bunch of vents, or maybe thrusters, perhaps. Nicely detailed for sure. Does the head spin? Yeah, usually it's like sticky paint. Just wiggle it. I'm sure there's a peg and a hole there. Yep, there it is. It's just pretty big. That's a really huge peg, but anyways. So, yeah, you can get a little bit of head articulation there. Oh, wait, this is also nice. Good thing I experimented. A lot of torsos don't spin in these Converges, I don't think. Or I've never tried. So that's nice. Alright, this arm. Does a hand spin? Yeah. Alright, so the hand is a peg, so that's nice. And it's a closed fist. And then we have a bunch of molded in recesses and stuff. And then this armor plate is molded in. Doesn't move. Sorry for my dry fingers. Alright, and then yeah. The shoulder pad, yeah, that's all one piece up there pretty much. It's not going to move. So that peg here. Nice. Alright, that's good. These are smoke discharges on the side of the head. This might be the coolest design. It might be. I don't know. As far as the Votoms robots go. But I actually have to see the cartoon to make that final decision. But just based on its appearance, I do like this thing. It's like a stealth fighter look. A really mean looking, like ninja stealth fighter kind of thing. Alright, yeah, the gun has nice enough details. And the barrel is a different color than here. This is a gunmetal. This is just flat gray. I would say most of this robot is supposed to be flat black. Not gray, sorry. And then even this red is like a flat red. I don't know what these are. I don't know if they're antennas or what. So yeah, you can twist the hand, rest the gun on the ground if you want. Get it up there if you want. Yeah, alright. Cool. Just don't... This stupid stand, look at that. That's silly. Anyways, nothing to complain about now because they seem to have gone to regular stands on the more recent releases. Sorry, I'm going to get a spinning plate. Got some pretty cool artwork here of a typical scope dog fighting this bloodsucker. So the scope dogs are the good guys, apparently. And this must be a bad guy or something. Alright, so let's put up that 1/35th scale figure I have. And this is from Max Factory. They have a line of Votoms also called 35 Max. And it's pretty cool, but it did have some problems. It's also PVC and ABS. But I do like, you know, the clear lights here and all the detail up there. But I have to warn you, as I was articulating it around, this thing broke. There's a little nub in a little like half a dome, and friction fits in there. And this is brittle plastic. It actually broke, so I had to crazy glue this one in. This one still articulates, but this one is permanently crazy glued, so it's a sensitive piece. If you get a Max Factory bloodsucker, beware of this part right here. It might just crack. Of course, I have no idea how old this is, though. It might be really old. I bought it used. Alright. Well, you can see it's definitely a likeness to it. Even though this is deformed, I guess it's maybe not super deformed. It's still kind of a skinny robot. It doesn't look as chubby as it could be. So it's nice. In fact, you might be wondering how tall it is. These Converge robots, well, I have some Gundams to pull up later, but... Sorry, focus, come on. Well, it looks like it's around almost 6 centimeters tall, or 2.5 inches, somewhere in that ballpark. Okay. Sorry, never focused. I'm using a mobile phone. Can't expect the world. Alright, let's pull out some of these Converge figures then. Another cool Converge figure. Boy, what is this called? Danon Geist or something? I don't even know what it's called, so I apologize. I just bought it because it's cool and it has plastic eyes. But I do know this is called an Ack guy. Very strange looking, but it just has a silver and a red metallic eye on it. One of my favorites is the Zegok, another funky looking one. And that one has a metallic red eye, but it's behind a transparent canopy. So both of these are amphibious Gundams. Alright. And then the last one I'm going to pull up is a Kampfer. This looks like a German-inspired design. Like World War II Germany or something. Or World War I. Alright, so you can see the Converges are all generally the same size. Whether it's a Votoms or a Gundam, it seems. Alright, let's get this over here. Back here, if you're curious to learn about Votoms, this is a website called MAHQ, and there it is, mahq.net, and they have a listing of all the Votoms robots and like what they're about, like how much they weigh and all that stuff, and where they appeared in the cartoons and stuff like that. So you can check that out. Alright, for today though, I'm highly happy to have this bloodsucker by Gundam Converge. I'm sorry, not Gundam, Bandai Converge. And I know they have other ones like Scope Dogs and stuff like that, but it's just a matter of pricing. You know, if they come up with a relatively nice price, I'll buy them, but most often they seem to be really expensive, so that's why I got this one first. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next Votoms related video. Bye now.